The nightmare of every student, the dragon that must be defeated if there's any hope of getting those grades you really want. The formidable enemy that is procrastination. Don't worry, you're not alone. Every, and I mean every single student must face this battle at some point. During your studies, delaying, putting off, and all around slacking on your work is all well and good. You go to class, you meet up with your friends, you daydream, you do everything but actually learn. Then that deadline that looks so far away finally creeps up on you, and you feel like a fish out of water, and you realize just how bad procrastination is. So, now you've barely made it through that deadline, and there's another one approaching. You say to yourself, this time will be different. This time I'll get ahead of the game. But when you think about sitting down and studying, the thought of it makes you sick, and you slowly drift back into your bad habits, and the cycle continues to repeat. I know, when you look at your classmates smashing deadlines and achieving great grades, you probably think something like, I wish I had the motivation that guy does. Well, what if I told you? You do. You just haven't uncovered it yet. Do you really think the motivated student who's getting high grades has some secret talent that you don't possess? Or do they know something that you don't? Well, they do. And we're going to tell you what it is. Everyone has different methods and techniques to fight off procrastination. We'll give you some techniques that work for absolutely everybody. First off, let's define what procrastination means. It comes from the Latin words pro and crastinus. Pro meaning tomorrow and crastinus, the next day, which means putting things off day to day or waiting until the morning to get them done. See, people have been procrastinating forever. Scientifically, it's defined as self-regulatory failure. This means voluntarily failing by your own choice. It can take infinite forms, and it's not just students that suffer from this plague, but whoever is afflicted by it are on the road of self-destruction. Will you be different, or will you join the 80% of students who suffer from this voluntary failure? There's nothing wrong with trying and failing, but failing by your own inaction is just shameful. The unknown is scary. It's easy to cling to excuses. It's hard to get up and try your hardest to succeed. Mental health and procrastination go hand in hand. People with anxiety and depression are much more likely to fall victim to this trap. There's even been scientific studies saying that some people are just biologically different, that procrastination is just in their DNA. For those of you that know a bit of psychology, you've also been told that some personality types are more prone to procrastination. So now you've got a decision to make. Do you believe the excuses? Are you going to take the easy road and accept that you were born to procrastinate and there's nothing you can do? Are you going to join the 80% of students that drift through their studies, get an average grade and live an average life? Or are you going to make a different choice? Are you going to choose to believe that your mind is the most powerful tool you possess, that you can direct it anywhere you want? You create your own reality. There's nothing different about people that get stuff done and those that get easily distracted and fail. The only thing that separates you is a choice of who you want to be. So, if you're still watching this, we're assuming you've made the right choice. Luckily for you, we're here to help. Pack your bags, you're about to leave your old life of misery and half-passery behind. It won't be easy, but heed our advice and your future will be bright. The root cause of procrastination is the same. However, everyone's means to procrastinate are different. For some it's alcohol, for others weed. Some people prefer to waste their time on video games, others scrolling through social media. Whatever your poison is, at first, it's going to be hard to give up. Your old social circles, bad habits, and other remnants of your past are sure to pop up and try and drag you back into your old ways. We all know the story of the New Year resolution. January starts and you're full of excitement. Your new habits are going great and you're feeling unstoppable. Then, by March or even February, for most of you, you're back in the same old routine, doing the same old stuff. For most of you, your journey out of procrastination will look similar. You'll start projects early, you'll say no to the distractions a couple times, everything's looking well. Then halfway through the semester, you're right back at square one. The reality of it all hits you. You failed again. Again, you said you'd do things differently, and again, you ended up exactly the same. You mentioned earlier, mental health issues can often cause procrastination. I want to know something else. Procrastination causes mental health issues like depression and anxiety. Do you know what else does? Feelings of failure. Other health problems like digestive issues, cold and flu symptoms, and insomnia, believe it or not, can all be linked to chronic procrastination. But this time, things will be different. You're going to do the work, not just the schoolwork, the real work. You're going to find out what type of procrastinator you are. Did you know there's at least 10 different types? Most either fall into two main categories, the active or passive procrastinator. Passives delay tasks due to struggling to make decisions. Their indecision paralyzes them. Then you've got the actives who purposely procrastinate and wait until the last minute thinking the pressure will make them perform better. Both are lazy and both will never reach their full potential. Then you've got the perfectionists that delay tasks because they think they'll never be good enough. You've got the warriors who are just too scared to step outside of their comfort zone. Then you've got the rebels who just hate being told what to do. It doesn't make sticking to deadlines easy. Find out what bracket you fit into first, then work on transforming your whole persona. Habits come in groups. Want to stop putting off your studies? Join a gym, learn other new skills, do all kinds of things that force you to be accountable and level up all areas of your life. Find allies. There must be other people in your circle that are having the same feelings. Locate them and get them on your side. Make bets with each other and check in to see if the other one's slacking off. There's always strength in numbers. Start off by setting small goals every day and make sure you conquer them no matter what. As time goes on, set more goals, and in no time, no goal will be unreachable and completing them will be a walk in the park. Be efficient, cut out all unnecessary tasks, and reduce the time things take. Even something as simple as planning your meals the night before can save loads of time. Embrace the challenges that come. Who said life was supposed to be easy? Did you know psychologists in China have come up with a new type of procrastination? It's called revenge procrastination. It's when someone hates their workday so much, they choose leisure time over sleep. They take revenge upon themselves and sabotage their day every day just to feel like they have some control over their life. This must not be you. This will be the biggest battle you face. When the new routine starts to get mundane, when you see all your friends having fun, when the temptation to go back to your old ways returns with a vengeance. The hardest part is to start the journey, but this is when it will take all of your willpower to stay on track. The only way out of this type of procrastination is to learn to love the grind. Go to sleep on time and take pleasure on the amazing feelings that come with smashing your goals and getting stuff done. Let the mental image of your future self guide you and motivate you when you next feel like giving up. And lastly, be kind to yourself. Learn to forgive the person you were before. Sometimes you'll slip up and that's okay. Just keep your eyes on the prize, and if you fail, make sure you still carry on. Old temptations are sure to arise. Friends you're leaving behind are guaranteed to try and pull you back. But remember, you only really lose when you lose hope. Minor setbacks don't have to be the end. You only must know that you're capable of more, and it won't be long before you're back on track. Now you've found a way to ace your studies, you'll be able to apply these skills to any aspect of life. Whether it's work, sports, or any future undertaking that awaits you, you will no longer have to worry about the demon that is procrastination coming to get you again. You're finally free.